Good evening, guys, and welcome to our weekly travel training. My name is Marcia Lashley, and I am here to share knowledge with you guys in hopes to become successful with your travel business. Today, I know that we have a lot of new people on the line, and so I'm going to kind of go ahead and do a little crash course of the beginning for beginners, but I want to dive right into how we're going to make some serious money and take our travel business to the next level and take it out the basement, okay? So, welcome for all of you who it's your first time. Let me go back a slide a bit, I'm sorry. You can go to youtube.com and subscribe to my OTM Travel Services channel, and you will be notified whenever I do these trainings. I will, when I upload them, you'll be notified and you can go right to the training. I think that it's actually very smart, wise, that, you know, if you miss the training that you can definitely.
Okay, I lost sound.
Hello? I did too.
Hello?
I did too. Can you hear me?
Hear me?
Now I can.
Yeah.
Now you can?
Yeah.
Okay. 1 second. Let's go and put you guys in that mode. Great. Text me in the chat, guys, and let me know if you can still hear me. So this is a short video of us in Cuba, and I'm just want to give you an idea of where I'm taking this training. And it's not playing, so I don't want to waste time with it because it's 1 minute and 29 seconds. But I'm just trying to paint a picture for you. These are a couple of images of us in Cuba. I took a group to Cuba last week. They had a 50th birthday celebration, and I was able to go on the trip and enjoy all the pleasures of the trip. And we went to a beach in Havana, but we didn't go to the tourist beach. We went to the beach where the natives are because we wanted to be a part of the culture there. And so we were served by these awesome people with the rum and the coconut and the seafood, the lobsters, and everything was just so fresh and so delicious. And as you can see, it's so beautiful and clean. And of course, here are some city views of Cuba, and this is what I had waiting for me when I got into my cabin. I had bottles and bottles of champagne and wine. See my coffee cup there. I had chocolate-covered strawberries there. It was amazing. That was compliments of Royal Caribbean, my business development manager. I'm getting to, there's a reason why I'm sharing all of this with you guys, because there's so much that we have access to, and I wanted to share that with you. Here's some view from the ship. I was having breakfast, and this is the morning sun that was coming up. It's just so beautiful over Cuba. And here are some of the parks in Cuba and the walkways. Just a beautiful place altogether. Beautiful place, very clean, very proud people. And so now we can jump right into our training. Okay, I just wanted to give you guys a little snippet of that, and I'll share with you why I'm giving you a snippet of that. So for you new travel agents, welcome. Welcome to our travel training. And this training goes on every week, so you can jump on here and learn something new and share it with your teammates as well. Now, all of you should have received an email, welcome email from IntelliTravel, and this is where you will go to IntelliTravel.com and enter your PIN number, which will be starting with an A, a P, or an S. So once you enter the PIN number, now you have access. You have access to the entire industry of travel, okay? That's the beauty of getting started with IntelliTravel. The first thing that we recommend that you do is you work on your replicated website, because while you're learning, you could be earning because your friends and family can go rent a car, they can, book a hotel, book air. They can do basic things. I just had a friend called me and told me that someone from another country went to her website and booked air. So that was pretty amazing, and she had no idea. This is kind of what your website will look like. Let me go back a bit. I'm moving a little too fast here. We got started late. So if you don't have a travel business name, you can put your first name here where it says first name, and you can put your last name where it says last name. However, if you do have a travel business name, then you can put, as you can see, mine is OTM Travel Services. So where my first name is, I put OTM Travel, and where my last name is, I put Services. Now, I created a dedicated travel Gmail account for my travel business so that I can just keep all my travel business to itself. I have other businesses I run as well, so I wanted to keep them all separated, right? And so now I created a slogan to go along with my business, global movement within your reach, and of course the name of my business here, my photo, you upload it, and your website will look like this, all the information. Now notice that my address, let's go back, notice that my mailing address has not been revealed on the website, okay? Only my contact information, such as my telephone number and my email address. So you don't have to worry about your private business being exposed to the public. I think it's pretty cool. So then the next thing that we always suggest that you do is dive right into IntelliTravel University. And I was talking to you guys before we started the recording, and some of you guys went to the Dreammakers this weekend in Atlanta, which was great. So, one thing that you have to do is you have to take some time to go into IntelliTravel University. There are 18 3- to 5-minute YouTube-style how-to videos, which are very important and essential to you new travel agents learning your travel business, okay? It's important. You have Dreammakers, Vacation Builders, and Travel Genius. And in order for you to qualify for each level, for the Dreammakers, you will have to attend 5 IntelliTravel webinars, which are on Tuesday nights. And these webinars are very important. This is essential to your education. I never missed a webinar on Tuesday nights because I really wanted to know a lot about travel when I first got started. So I never missed a webinar. And of course, they track you on those webinars. They can keep track of which webinars you've attended, when you hung up, and when you stayed all the way to the end. So it's important that you take some time to, indulge in the education that we have access to. And then, of course, you have to attend one Dreammaker event. You look into your back office, into your calendar section, and you can find the closest Dreammakers in your neck of the woods or your city or a city close by, and take a trip, do a girls trip, a driving trip, and go enjoy it. It's fun. Like you guys said, it's a lot of fun. And then, so in order for you to get to Vacation Builders, you will have to complete the online academy, which is IntelliTravel University, and you attend one industry event. The industry events are considered to be any of the major industry events like CLIA 360 and Cruise World, any events that have multiple suppliers on multiple days, okay? Any events that are sharing a line of suppliers, even if it's on one day, an expo may be on one day, but if there are multiple suppliers, then that will be considered an industry event. And so you can attend one of those, complete the online academy, and you'll be a vacation builder. And then, of course, there's Travel Genius. So in order to become a travel genius, you went through Dreammakers, you went through Vacation Builders, and now you go to CLIA, you complete 6 online CLIA courses, any of your choice, and you're earning at least $5,000 in earned income for the year, you will become a travel genius. And so then now IntelliTravel took it up another notch and created IntelliTravel Ambassadors, where once you've completed your Dreammakers and you've completed your Vacation Builders and you've completed the 6 CLIA courses I just mentioned recently, you're on your way to Travel Genius. If you receive at least $2,000 in commissions, you can apply for your IntelliTravel ambassadorship. And so you can contact me. I'll be happy to share any information I can to help you become an ambassador. We can talk about that after training, or you can send me an email or text tomorrow or anytime you feel pleased. education, partner education, guys. I will always, 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 always train about this. And the reason why is because I'm training you guys because of this, okay? Because I dove in, because I took the time and spent a lot of time investing my time and efforts into understanding our suppliers' products. When you understand the supplier's products, you're better to able to sell it, and you will be able to make more commissions. So IntelliTravel took pride to the platform of education that's available to agents. So you have to find your niche, and in order to find your niche, you can go into the destination specialist courses available to us. They're free. They're no extra cost. So I would say click on the supplier's course. You'll be able to find WOW University, Travel Agent Academy, all of those, and then you can go into Destination Specialist where you can become a specialist of a specific niche, okay? Special interest courses also are here. You can definitely dive into those. Luxury Travel Specialist. Luxury is a very great market for increasing your income. Cruise Specialist, excellent market for increasing your income as well. So I'm sharing this with you guys because I want you guys to understand that you are your own brand, okay? And when you're your own brand, you have to do what is necessary for you to do to get your business out there. A lot of companies, a lot of agencies, host agencies, they do not spend as much money into marketing as IntelliTravel has. IntelliTravel has over $100,000 in marketing budget for us because all our suppliers provide all this awesome information for us to dive into and educate ourselves so that we can better brand ourselves, okay? So training and education is what clears the path to success, whether it's a formal degree or an apprenticeship or hours of dedicated practice. And that's what we do here, hours of dedicated practice. You go into those suppliers courses, you dive into the videos, you watch the videos. Sometimes you watch them 2 or 3 or 4 times. I know I have, but it only made me better. It only made me better at what I'm pursuing. It only made me more attractive to my clients. And now more and more, they're contacting me. They're reaching out to me. They want to book specialty groups and weddings and all different types of trips with me. I never really concentrated on a niche. I know I share that with you guys a lot, but it's just to give you a little minor concentration at a time. You can book all across the board when it comes to travel, every component of travel, because I know I do. However, when you kind of narrow it down a little, learning everything across the board, I know it may sound confusing, but I know you guys know what I'm talking about, especially you seasoned agents. You want to learn every component of travel. However, you can also narrow it down yourself. Like myself, I do all travel. However, I notice I'm focusing more on group cruises now more and more. And it's coming to me. I guess I'm attracting that because that's where my mindset is. So, you know, just educate yourself and practice. Dedicate the time to practice on building your brand up, practicing how you're going to pitch, or not pitch, but embrace or speak with your clients. How are you going to what's the word I'm looking for? How are you going to introduce your product, your travel business, your brand? How will you introduce your brand to your clients? You know, you have to find a way. And we have lots of marketing tools in our back office to help you with that. We're going to talk about taking your travel business to the next level, okay? Just because you have a home-based business, guys, doesn't mean that you have to always be at home, okay? There are so many different places that you can actually venture out just because. You can have have a specific intent. Like you can say, I'm going to go at Starbucks today because I'm going to make sure that 2 or 3 of those people that come in there to purchase that $5 coffee take a look at my business or take a look at what I have to offer. If that's what you're going for, then go for it. But you can have a specific intent, or you can just really just go out there. I necessarily don't have specific intent. I will just get my laptop and I'll go to Starbucks, or I go, well, not McDonald's, maybe the parking lot, but not McDonald's. I would go to IKEA or any of those places where there is Wi-Fi. Free Wi-Fi where you can always have access, or maybe you have your MiFi, your hotspot you can take with you wherever you go, but get out of your house. Just because we have a travel business and it's a work from home business doesn't mean we always have to be at home. Take a trip. take a weekend trip and let the beach be your office. That's what we do. We have a sexy brand. It's attractive, and so we have to make it attractive. We can go to the football field. Your kids practice. Take your laptop out there. You'll attract a lot of parents, and they'll want to know what you're doing, and you let them know you're booking a huge trip for a group wherever, and that'll attract them because then they'll want to know more. So it's really an attractive business, and I want you guys to think of it that way to get out of your house. You don't necessarily have to be at home. You don't have to run home to book travel. You can be anywhere in the world that you want to be, and you can book travel. You can run your business. So I want you guys to also think outside of the box, okay? Erase that box, that square box that we have, just erase it, get rid of it, throw it away, crush it up, break it up, okay? Identify the gap, well, because you have to be unique. We have to use the skills, your knowledge, your network, and you have to identify that gap and then use your assets to fill it, okay? Your assets, let's say maybe, your network. Maybe you are in an organization where there are a lot of athletes, or maybe there are a lot of business professionals who travel a lot. Maybe it's sales. Use your network. Use your environment to help you. Do a survey. Find out from your clients or total strangers what are some of the things that what they would want to see improve when working with a travel agent. Think differently. Competition is everywhere, so you have to be different from the other online travel companies. Okay, no one's going to come knocking on our doors asking us to book travel. So we have to get creative and we have to think outside of the box and do something totally different. You don't have a huge network or a lot of friends? Use your free office space to find new clients and boost your business, okay? Whenever we create a free office space, guys, we are creating a new environment, and we are attracting people. Make sure that you put something on that will be a conversation piece. Or maybe it's your hair, maybe it's your nails, maybe it's just you, period. Sometimes I go someplace and I just sit there, and my aura, my energy attracts people to me, and they're like, hey, how are you? What do you do? I didn't even say it. It's like that. Your energy, it's unspoken, it's unseen, but it's what you have inside of you. It comes out. So, start thinking within, start strategizing with yourself how you're going to take your travel business out of your house and take it to the next level, how you're going to destroy your box completely, and how you're not going to recreate a box. You're just going to go ahead and spread it out. Get creative, okay? Get creative, guys. It works. I did. I still do. I'll tell you some things in a little bit as we go further. My computer doesn't want to move, guys. So, find your niche. I just mentioned that. Find your niche. Destination weddings, special clubs, Harley-Davidson, autism, girls trips, sororities. These are all the different elements that are currently in your network right now that you can actually pick up the phone. Most of us went to college. Okay, most of us maybe didn't go to college. Okay, maybe we did, but maybe we weren't in a sorority, or we weren't in, a little clique group or whatever. I was never one that was a part of sororities. There was never interest to me, so I don't have that. But I do have college associates that I went to school with, and I can reach out to them, and I have reached out to them, and I've been booking for them. I have a college professor that I found on LinkedIn because another travel agent, Tiffany, told me about LinkedIn, and she builds her business off of LinkedIn. So I went on there. I found my old professor, my sociology professor, and I spoke to him about what I'm doing, and he was interested in booking a trip with me to Hawaii. So, we have to really take some time to tap into our network. We're not really thinking about it because we're so excited and so crowded and clouded. Get a pen, get a paper, and start writing. You can start with mind joggers like your dry cleaners, your neighborhood grocery store. Maybe you eat meat. Maybe you go to the meat market and you have this special relationship with the chopper guy that chops the meat up, and he's always saying hi to you in the back, even though he's chopping meat. Those are energy that we attract. So don't take it for granted. Approach them. A lot of times, people are looking for something to do. I had someone contacted me yesterday and this morning, two different people who were telling me that they had different stories, but they were sharing with me about the times that they have, the gap in the times that they have, that they know that they're more than capable of learning travel, and they would like to venture. They want to travel some more. They want to explore. They also want to help their families book travel, and they want to make some extra income. So, you know, you never know what's going on in people's lives. Some people may think that they can't afford to book a travel. And here you go, just having a nice conversation with them because you're thinking outside of the box and you're trying a different way to approach them. And you go starting a conversation with them, and next thing you know, they're like, I didn't know that I can go here and there. I didn't know I can go to Alaska and Greece, and I never knew that. I guess I need to speak with more travel agents. They found use for a travel agent. So, you know, get outside of the box, guys. It's really going to help. Okay, add your skills to your niche. If you're a fashion designer, have a certain style which you that will complement your travel business and create conversation when you go. So you're creating conversation pieces, like I said before. Maybe you're a nail technician. Create a design with a travel theme, and it'll become a conversation piece that will segue into your travel business. So we have different ways of introducing our travel business to people. We don't have to barf on them and beg them to book with us. We can have a certain posture about ourselves, a certain confidence about ourselves, and this happens when we take some time to tap into the education, guys. Real talk, okay? You must tap into the education, and I can't stress it enough because that's where most of my confidence came from. And then, you know, of course, when you learn something, you apply it, you start booking. The more you book, the more confident you become. Even if you don't have clients, you can create your ideal trip. Sit down with a pen and paper, and if you had $5 million or $10 million, where would you go? What would you do with it when it comes to travel? Where would you travel? Who would you take with you? So create that package and use our suppliers. Use Delta and Delta Vacations and GoGo and Vax and Vacation Express and My Apple and Globus and all of them. Use them and create packages and learn how to go about putting these packages together. It will boost your confidence. It will build your confidence. Members only club. Be the only member of who's a travel agent, okay, in that members only club. Small businesses with incentive trips for their employees. One of our, I don't know if you guys were in Orlando for ITQ 2018, one of our travel agents there, she had, she had that moment to speak, and she was sharing some nuggets with us, and I heard her clearly say that whenever she joined a members-only club, she always makes sure that she is the only travel agent in that club, and I thought that was brilliant because she's going to be exclusive to that club, and any trips planned, anyone thinking of travel, they're going to think of her. That's how I like for people to think of me. Whenever you think of travel, think of Marcia, and that's what I put out there, so that's what I get. So I'm sharing with you guys what you can do to get that inner essence going, I guess, where people can just feel your energy and know, oh, she's a travel agent. I want her. I want to use her. I want her to help me. Okay? Customer relationship. So once you came out of the box and you got creative and you had your designer clothes or your designer nails or whatever it is that you had to attract your people, and you did your surveys and you did all of that, and you have an idea of the type of people that travel and the type of people that you may want to book for, because you'll learn a lot from doing that exercise. You want to achieve a one-on-one marketing with them. How do you do that? You discover the benefits of a CRM and you use it, which is a customer relationship management. Okay? You think of it as a loyalty app on your phone. How does it benefit you? Why do vendors give us these apps? Because they want to track us. They want to know when we shop, what we buy, how many or how much of it. They want to know these things because it helps them when it comes to certain brands, certain products. They know what to replenish on, what the demand is for. Similar with a CRM. A CRM keeps us connected with our clients without us having to go through every single one of them verbatim. because the CRM will do that for us. Okay, it's the purpose of a CRM is to achieve one-on-one marketing. It pinpoints each of your clients' profile. Remember a couple of trainings ago, maybe last year, but there are trainings on YouTube that I have where I shared the customer information form, and I tried to insert it in here, but I didn't have enough time. That customer information form that I always say, use it as a tool to help you formulate the conversation between you and your clients, especially you new agents. This is pretty much what this will do for you with the customer profile form. It'll pinpoint each of your clients' profiles, and so what'll happen is anytime there's something going on, like your client's anniversary or birthday or whatever, it'll know to send something to your client. Okay, it'll divide and segment to target your sales and marketing efforts. It allows you to customize sales, services, and marketing for your clients' benefits. And what I really like about IntelliTravel is with all of this, with the CRM information that I'm sharing with you guys, and I'm sharing this with you guys for a reason, okay, because this is what normal travel agents have to go through. Most travel agents, if you go to CLIA or you go to Cruise World or any of the industry events where you have travel agents from all walks of life, from all types of different agencies, whether they're brick and mortar or online or a host agency or solely independent, everyone, most of them will tell you that they have to invest money into a customer relationship management system, a CRM. And I put this in this slide because I want you guys to understand that where we are and our privileges and the access that we're paying for, okay? With this customer relationship that we have to build, here's the thing. We don't have to go through all of this, and I'm explaining this to you because I want you to have an idea of what a CRM does. And we are at a position in our business where we don't have to tap into a CRM, or we don't have to go invest into a CRM because we have Ensemble. Okay, so but I'm trying to really make a point to show you guys how beneficial the suppliers that we have are to our success in growing our travel business, okay? So even though I'm going through this with you, I'm breaking down with you what a customer relationship is, we can really skip all of this because we have Ensemble. But I'm going to go through it with you guys anyway because maybe, you know, some of you guys may be an older seasoned travel agent, not older in age, but older in the length of time that you've become a travel agent, and maybe you do have a CRM that you can utilize. I'm not sure. What type of information do you want to capture in your CRM? Client's travel history, like the customer profile form that we have, and see, just showing you how great we have it at IntelliTravel as opposed to any other agencies out there. We have everything in place for us. All we have to do is just go tap into it and utilize it, okay? So these are all the things that a CRM will do, is capture your demographics, your travel budget range, travel companions, including children's names, age, anniversaries, special occasions. This is where successful travel agents know when to send a card or an anniversary gift or something, or remind their clients that their annual annual vacation, family vacation is coming up soon, because that travel agent was able to keep track of it via a CRM. Okay, all of the information we have. Ensemble, yes, we have Ensemble who will help us with all of that. So we don't have to really worry about that. But I put that in there purposely to show you guys, because I don't think that you guys really understand the access to the education and the marketing tools that we have in our back office to use to help our business become successful. And I've been using them, and I'm surely seeing the success in my travel business. So I'm sharing that with you guys, okay? So you want to learn, again, education. You want to get into CLIA. CLIA will really open your mind to the travel industry and cruising and what it's really all about. And again, Ensemble, we have Ensemble, which is great. You can book into groups already. So if you have a group, if you have someone that maybe it's 2 people or 4 people and they are looking for a great offer on a cruise, and maybe you can tap into, maybe Ensemble have a hosted cruise going out at the same dates as your clients, you can actually add them to that shell, and they will be able to benefit off of all the amenities and the host that Ensemble has provided and all of that. So that's a great success strategy for you to learn. And also, you can contact, for you new travel agents, you can contact the preferred partner cruise lines group department. If you have, let's say you may have a group, you can contact them, call them up and say, and this is a travel agent tip, a bonus tip for travel agents only, because only we can do that. You call them up and you say, yeah, hi, my name is Marcia, and I have a group. I'm looking to do a cruise. I have a group that's looking to do a group cruise, and they have been looking at Carnival, and they've looked at Norwegian, and now Royal, and when you say that, when you keep saying that to them, and the tour operator, because I used to be one, when they hear that, let me tell you what's going to happen. They're going to do their best to keep you on that line to make sure that they sell you everything, whatever that cruise line, if it's Celebrity or Royal or Carnival, or whichever one you call. Once you tell them that group that you're looking for, and they're looking at Carnival, and you start calling other competitors' names, that is a clue right there. They will keep you on that call until they've listed every single perk and every single benefit that cruise line has to offer in order to convince you that this is the way to go. So now you just put yourself in a position where they can offer you all these different perks, but us as agents, we're not educated enough because we didn't go to WOW University, and we didn't go into the Carnival and the Norwegian Central, and we didn't educate ourselves. So now when you get yourself in that position, you don't know how to rise because you didn't take the time to learn. So it's very important when we are caught in these little situations, we can come out on top for ourselves and our clients. We can get our clients everything that they want and then some. And we can also probably get perks for ourselves, like jumping on that group cruise because you just got some gap points and now you can go. And on top of that, you earn commissions. So I think that that's pretty super, and I should pay attention to that. Also, sell affinity group, guys, which is a concentrated purpose for the group. They know each other. They have something in common. I just had an affinity group last week that went out. They all knew each other. They were all turning 50, and they had 40 years of friendship, and this is their first time getting together on a cruise ship. So it made it very special, and now they want to do it every single year with me. So I just got creative. After sharing and learning and sharing with you guys, I too got creative and stepped outside of my box and used my network and my environment to create. And that was the image, the pictures that I showed you guys earlier of that group that I took to Cuba, okay? So you can find fraternities or sorority groups, sports groups. Maybe someone is in tennis or golf or basketball or, some sporting event, some athletic group. You can also find yoga and Pilates instructors, and you can have them become your Pied Piper or share that with you coming up. But you can invite them to take their group on a cruise or a land trip somewhere in Hawaii or somewhere beautiful where when they do the yoga, it's a sunrise and the sun is rising and it's beautiful and they can feel the air and they can smell the salt water and they're just so energized and they're really feeling their yoga or feeling their Pilates. Photography teachers, you can share, invite them to take their class on a cruise, on a group cruise or a land trip, okay, to a foreign place where they'll have the most exotic images that when they come back, that everybody's going to want them to take their photos or want to maybe go on another trip with that instructor, and then there goes his classes growing, all because of you. Or maybe there's a chef, and maybe you're familiar with a chef, you know a chef. Maybe your spouse is a chef like mine is. And maybe they have a restaurant, let's say an Italian restaurant somewhere, and you can go to that chef and you can ask them, what is your origin of the country you came from? Maybe they came from Italy, and you can invite them to do a food trip to Italy where he can take some of his faithful customers that come every week or every day maybe to his restaurant, and he can take them on a trip, invite them to a trip to his hometown in Italy, and you can go to Ensemble, you can add a wine country tour to that, and that can be something that he or she starts doing every single year, and that's because you brought that idea to them. So really, I want you guys to really get creative and open up your mind and use your environment. I'm telling you, you can pull so many great things out of your little environment. If you think it's little, it's bigger than you think, because the world is very small. It's not as big as we think, and people know people, and you probably know a large portion of those people who know people, because that's how it happens. Corporate partners and local businesses in your neighborhood, or maybe your friends and family that work for a company, and it's a Fortune 500 company or not, but the people there are party people and they just want to do things. They want to travel and they want to enjoy life. You can get with them and get a group together and send them out on a trip and maybe get on the trip. Also, I have the group that I did, my friends of mine that I did the fashion show with a few weeks ago, they have an awesome charity and they do great events, and every single year they do their parties, they're all-white parties. They always have a charity, and if they collect a donation, they always give a portion to that charity. Well, we're working on another event, and I shared with them how they can book the cruise, and portions of all of their guest payments can go to that particular charity that they support, and they were in. When I shared that with them, that was it. Now, mind you, I've been talking to them for a while about this trip, and today I just happened to share the charity part with them, and they were sold, guys. They were sold because now they saw something greater than themselves. They saw something giving, as giving back, and they love to give back. So, these are great ideas. Speak to people and share with them what you have access to. That is what we pay that $69, $59, $39.99 every single month for. The access for all of this, okay? The benefits of using a Pied Piper. So I shared with you about the instructor and the photographer, teacher. They're like what you would call a Pied Piper. That's who you would consider a Pied Piper. What they'll do is they'll run to their class and they'll share with all members of their classes this package that you put together. Let's say it's Cuba in December. Another Majesty of the Seas, December 27th to the 31st, going to Cuba and in Nassau, Bahamas, and you just share that with them, and you let them know that you have 10 cabins. You let them know it's $15.97 per cabin, and they will go to their class, and they will announce it. They'll create a trip, and they'll let them know we're going to be doing yoga, or we're going to be doing Pilates on this trip, because you spoke with the cruise line, and you're able to secure an area for them to do their Pilates every day, because you're a travel agent and you have access, right? And you took the educational courses, so you know exactly what to do, right? Right. So then you go to them, you tell them that, they run to their classes, they run to their network, they share that trip with their network, and they get all the list of names of people for the network, and they bring it to you, and all you do is sit there and put them in the system, or call Royal, or call Carnival, or whoever. I would recommend you do it yourself and not call them. But you get on the computer and learn something and do it yourself and create that group, put that in. All you did was sit there and put them in. The Pied Piper is the one that went around talking to people about the event, about the cruise, about the land vacation, whatever it is that you planned. They're the ones. And so that's part of leverage that we're learning, to apply leverage to our travel business as well, by having a Pied Piper who will spread the news, and then everyone will come back to you. So that's that point person that has connection with everyone, okay? And then, of course, you want to reward your Pied Piper, right? Yes, you do. You don't want to leave them hanging. Maybe you'll get them a free cabin. So then success strategy number 2 would be to upsell. You always want to upsell, okay? Like Mr. Ferrara says, would you like to supersize with that? Supersize with that? Not supersize. But, you want the supersized value, okay? So you want to sell land packages. You want to include meals and sightseeing and transportation, and we can get those in the activity section in our back office, of course. And then you also want to include shore excursion groups. We have an awesome company that we can use that pay us 10% commissions on our tours that we book for our groups that travel, not necessarily using the cruise lines tour companies. You want to definitely use shore excursion groups because, like I said, we get commissions from them. Ensemble on location, a great segment of ensemble that will give you great. It was like it's compared to in-country partners. I don't know, some of you seasoned agents with our previous consortia. It's very similar to that, or actually even better. in my opinion, because you can get really creative for your clients with on location. And then you also want to incorporate shows and event tickets, guys, okay? Very important. So when you are speaking with your client, your client is thinking of three things: air, hotel, and transportation. It is our duties to think in between the lines, okay? So we want to think of all the things that they're going to do when they're not in the air and when they're not in their hotel, and then they're not being transported back and forth to their hotel. Everything in between that's where we can get our upsell on, okay? That's where we share. And this is where, when having a conversation with your client, to know every single detail of what they want to experience on this trip and provide it to them. Because when you do that, you're opening up their minds, and they're like, oh my God, I never knew I can do that. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. And so you just upselled and made some additional commissions on that package for them, okay? So, yeah, airfare, travel insurance, guys, you want to make sure that when you're creating the quote, you want to insert the travel insurance in that quote. You do not want to separate it. You want to keep it together, and then you want them to tell you that they don't want it, okay? And when they do that, you know what I'm going to tell you to do. Send them the insurance waiver form to sign. Fill it out. Have them sign it and send it back. Let them know that you have a form very important form that you would like to send. If they say that they don't want the insurance, you tell them that I have a very important form that I need to send to you for you to complete and send back to me as soon as possible. And when they read it, they're going to say, well, why is it important that she needs this? Well, maybe I'm giving up a lot. Maybe I should keep my travel insurance. And I've had people who've done that before, and it helped me because it helped them, of course, naturally, but it helped me because I was able to get that 20% commission on travel insured, okay? So it's very important that you want to add the travel insurance in the package, okay? Very important. Success strategy number 2, upselling again, longer cruises. So let's say that Fred and Mary, they come to you every year, and they book a 4-night cruise on Royal Caribbean, and they get a balcony cabin, and they do this every year. And most of the times they'll probably go to the same destination or the same area. The itinerary is always very similar because we know that people can be very complacent, right? And as long as they're doing something, they don't care if it's the same thing over and over and over, they're going to do it. So this is a great opportunity for you to say, hi, Mary, hi, Fred, how are you guys doing? I know you guys, your annual trip is coming up. And let me ask you something. I know you guys book this 4-day cruise every single year on Royal. Is there a reason why you just booked that 4-day cruise? And let them tell you, because maybe it's something very special and you don't want to interrupt that. But, you know, for the most part, they'll say, oh, just because we really enjoy it, we love our RGB cabin, and most of the times they'll say, well, this is all we can afford. So in that case, you want to open up their minds, because that's what we do as travel agents. Even though people say they can't afford it, they always find a way to pay for it when we're done. So you want to invite them to, well, would you like to try, or maybe you should look at a 7-day Alaska cruise or a 9-day Hawaii cruise, and maybe you can consider the Haven, you know, or the Lawn Club or the Yacht Club. You want to upsell them. You want to make sure that you give them something that's better than what they're already experiencing. This is what we do as travel agents. We open up their minds. So if they're on a 4-day cruise and they've been doing this year after year, you want to be the one. Go there. Say, hey, is there a reason why you guys take this cruise? I know you guys take this cruise every single year, and I know probably around your anniversary time, but is there a specific reason why you always do 4 nights in this specific cabin? Maybe you can consider celebrity cruises. It'll be an interior cabin, but oh my goodness, the ship is fantastic, and all these different things that you can use to give them a different experience. Maybe it'll be a little bit. It won't be much more, because instead of a balcony cabin, you'll get an interior cabin. But all of the things that you will experience on the cruise ship is fantastic. It's so worth it. Just like the Haven or one of those, you want to take them up, you know. Invite them to look at a ship within a ship. If they're constantly on a balcony, or maybe they started with interior and they went to balcony, now it's time for them to go to the Haven. Invite them to take a look at the Haven. Let them know that they'll be served a 24-hour butler service, your concierge. You'll have a separate key card, and you'll have access to only the Haven members. You'll have a private pool where only the Haven members have access to. You'll have champagne and chocolate-covered strawberries served to you at your leisure. You'll be on the top deck where you'll be able to bask in the sun and feel the breeze and sip the champagne and eat your chocolate-covered strawberries and enjoy yourself. And that's a great image. I mean, I think I just sold myself into a Haven. But you want to do this, guys, because when you do this, you're opening up your client's mind. And even though they may be stuck on their 4-day cruise in their balcony, you just made them think. And guess what? Maybe they'll do this year, but next year, when they come back off of this trip, they'll contact you and they say, you know, Marcia, I've been thinking about what you said, and you know what? I think I'm ready for that Haven. You would have never known if you didn't share that with them, right? So have those conversations. That's what we do. We paint those pictures, and we open up their minds, and we share what we have access to with them, okay, so that they can book. And then we also have a shifting technique. So you want to quote options to move up a category or brand. This is all part of upselling. So let's say we're quoting options to move up a category or brand is just like what I just explained to you with moving them up from Ocean View to a Haven. You want to do 3 different quotes. You want to do a high, medium, and low quote. I've shared that with you guys many times, but for you new travel agents, this is another great way for you not to, if you don't want to ask what's their budget, because some people may be funny, or you may feel uncomfortable asking someone about their budget because you know you don't want anyone to ask you about your budget. So it's okay. What you do is you provide 3 quotes. You provide a high, a medium, and a low. And what you do there is you'll explain. You'll say, and this is a quote, the options to move up a category or brand. So you'll say, you know, you'll let them know, you know, hey, I know your 20th anniversary is coming up, and I have this awesome property for you. The 3 categories that we're going to list. The first one is going to be a penthouse at the blah, blah, blah property, and it's going to be on the top floor, and it has a wraparound veranda. It's going to be facing the sun, so when you wake up in the morning in the east, you'll have the sun coming up, and when it's set in the west, you'll have access to both the east and the west, and your entire view will be nothing but ocean and mountains, because we're going to be in Hawaii, and you'll see the mountains in the rear, but you'll see that beautiful blue water, and you won't be able to see anything but water and mountains, and you'll be able to sit on your balcony, and you're going to be able to sip your champagne and eat on your chocolate-covered strawberries and relax and smell the grill of the barbecue that's grilling downstairs in the pool area, and know that you can have access to it at any time. Or you can have another category where, you know, you don't have a wraparound balcony, but you have a great view, and you can see the pool, and you can see the ocean, and you can have a glass of sparkling champagne or a glass of wine, and you can still enjoy the scenery. And then there's also another level where it's the same property, but it's not quite the view as the first 2. It'll be probably more the front of the hotel, and you know, it'll be with the black rocks, you know, the volcano rocks are coming down. You'll be able to, you know, you'll see that, but you still have access to the pool, and you'll still have access to the beautiful beach, but you won't see the view, right? But you're not going to tell them that. But you just broke down 3 different categories for them without calling a price, and then you'll get your preference, because they'll tell you, well, you know what, Marcia, I think I want to experience the mountains and the ocean, and I want to smell the barbecue, and I want to have the chocolate-covered strawberries. And they'll tell you exactly what they want. Or they'll say, you know, I'll stick to the parking lot black larva view because that's my budget. But they will let you know what they want. And so that's a great way of presenting without asking them for their budget, okay? And then you always want to sell value, guys, okay? You never assume that price is more important, because there are people out there who will spend a lot of time adventuring, like enjoying their vacation, and they really don't care what hotel they stay in. They'll stay at the Motel 6 if they have to, because they're going to have the finest restaurant, and they're going to have to go to the best place, and they're going to have zip line, and they're going to have every single thing that they're going to experience on that trip. And all they want to do is just rest their head and take a shower. So you don't want to judge them because they're willing to stay at the Days Inn. Look like I said, look in between the lines of the air, hotel, and transportation, and you'll find a bag of gold there, a pot of gold there. That's where upselling is. So you want to take the time to have a conversation with your clients to have a better understanding of what they want to accomplish on that trip, okay? And so be the first, and you also want to be the first to tell your clients about the new river cruising, the hot deals, new ships, resorts, or destination like Cuba. You want to be the first. So part of that is also taking a tour in your back office, finding out about all the new suppliers, or if there are any new suppliers, or if suppliers may not be new, but they may have new ships, they may have new itineraries. You want to check the hot deals section in our back office to see what hot deals we have. Check your emails, because you'll sign up with your suppliers. You'll know about new ships. You'll know about new resorts and destinations that are coming out, so that you can send that information to your clients. And again, with Ensemble, we really don't have, we focus on that, but we really don't have to worry about that, because with their email marketing direct mail system, we can have a list of our clients' information, and Ensemble will send them everything that's within their preference. If they like the spa, they'll get spa information. If they like golf, and if they're seniors, they'll get whatever it is that the category and the preferences are. Ensemble will send it to them. So that's a great way to utilize that as well. Okay. You also want to tie in entertainment, guys. Remember, we have golden tickets and all these different activity section in our back office that we can definitely do. It's not just travel, it's travel and entertainment. You want to get creative and have a theme or special events. I'm working on that as well right now. You want to definitely tie those in. There are Super Bowl events. There are cruise ships like Royal Caribbean, and I believe Carnival is starting to do it as well, where they are catering to Super Bowl people who want to watch the Super Bowl on a cruise. Get a group together. Get a group of football fanatics and tell them, you know, you've been spending a lot of time at those tailgating parties, and you've been wasting a lot of money. I can show you a way that you can better spend your money, and it'll be a lifetime of memories that you'll be accumulating. Where you can do a Super Bowl party on a cruise ship, and they'll have these huge, huge screens. I mean, these screens are so big you'll think you're in a stadium, but you're actually on the water. I mean, how exotic is that? We have to get in people's heads, guys, and get creative with them. Movie and TV shows like Girls Trip, is that the trip, the movie Girls Trip, that they went to New Orleans? There's so many people that are inspired by that. There's so many ladies that want to do Girls Trip. I had a couple of people called me and wanted to do a Girls Trip, and guess what? I'm sending them to Cuba. Yes, I am. 5 days. Yes, I am. I'm getting really creative, but they want to do a Girls Trip. I don't know what I'm going to find them to do in Cuba that's Girls Trip like New Orleans, because they're throw beads and do all the crazy stuff that those girls did, but I'm going to get very creative, and that's why I went to Cuba, because I can learn about what they can do and what they can participate in when they get there. So get really creative, guys, okay? Game of Thorns. I don't watch TV, so I don't know much about that, but I know that it's big. It's a big show, and people, I know a girlfriend of mine, last year for what's that costume event? Halloween, she went into, I guess, the person with the blue hair and the lady that's run things. I don't watch the show, so I don't know. But she was so pretty, and everyone knew who she was. But she spent a lot of time and money getting ready for that. People get into it, guys. They will spend money just to be a part of it in Ireland, okay? Expose them to it. Let them know that you have access to it. Create it, and they will come. Super Bowl party, Sex and the City New York location tour. That's an add-on. We have those. Check it out. Invite them to go on it, okay? Super Bowl parties I mentioned before. You can just not do it in a location, but you can do it on a cruise ship or a vacation spot. These are ways for us agents to get really creative and get our clients going and booking and upselling, okay? Strategy number 4, power tools for business. Use your marketing material, guys. I can't stress this enough. I use them. I go into all of our suppliers. Like, for instance, I wish my computer didn't crash, because I had this awesome flip book that I wanted to share with you guys, but I'll share with you next week, because I'll be on point with it. The power tools, we have customizable e-newsletters, travel agent incentive centers that we can use, IntelliTravel customizable business builders, which have keychains and luggage tags and coffee mugs. These are things that we can send to our clients when they're stressed, when they're dealing with their stressful days, and we sent them something, and they're sitting there, and it's sitting on their desk, and they look at it and like, I need a vacation. I'm calling Marcia. Because, you know, we utilize those things, okay? Utilize Facebook and Twitter and IG with IntelliTravel. If you don't have something to post, you don't know what to post, you can go to IntelliTravel's page, and you can copy and paste or share their post, because you know that it'll be marketing compliant, and you know that it'll be beneficial to your clients, and it'll help you as well. So if you don't have your own, feel free to use IntelliTravel's posts and share them, okay? Also, the free personalized website and our post office, guys, the instant marketing plan in there. Go in there, take some time, get a list of all your clients. If you have 50 customers, get their names, telephone number, email address, and physical address. That's all you need. And put it together and send it to Ensemble so that they can start sending these mailers out to your clients. You'll be happy that you did it, because Christmas and next year is coming up, and your clients will have enough time to plan for their next vacation next year. Even if they're on vacation right now or getting ready to go, you can send them information now that will help them to plan, to be more prepared for next year. So it's never too late, okay? It's never too late. IntelliTravel hot deals and exclusive offers of the week. Go in there and share with them. You know, let them know that you have access to these things, guys. They will never know that you have access. I thought that you guys can take a screenshot of this for you new travel agents. I'm just trying to help you guys to not get on IntelliTravel's chat and call the number and be on long hold for simple things that you may not know where to find. So I figured if I just compile them and put them in a slide, you can just take a screenshot of them and have access. But these are suppliers' information, contact information that you may need. Post-travel customers, group departments, GoFundJet emails, a price match. I had a travel agent wanted to know about price match. Really quickly for you new travel agents, since I'm talking about it, I don't have a slide, so I'll just keep it here. With price matching, let's say you have a client who found a package on blah, blah, blah site. I don't like saying names. They came to you and they said, they came to me and they said, Marcia, I found this package here. And so I went to Vax or I went to FunJet or GoGo or whoever, my supplier, and I found the same exact package. But however, mine is coming out a little higher, a little more pricier than my client's. I'm not going back to her and telling her, oh, mine costs more. I'm not going to do that. No, what I will do is I will contact my supplier, the supplier that provided me with that quote. When I'll get a quote from my client, I'll have her send it to me. I don't want to hear what you found. I want to see what you found so that I can match it apples to apples. The category of the room must be exactly the same. The air class must be identical, and you must have some kind of transportation or not or whatever, but I need to see apples to apples, so I need to match it verbatim, so I need to see it. Once I receive it, I will send it to, along with the quote that I got from my supplier, I will send it to my supplier and have them know that my client found this and this is what I found on our website. Can we match it? And they, most of the times, 99.99999 of the times, they will match it. So, and even if they don't match it, guys, I just talked about our incentives, like 2 slides ago. I talked about our incentives that we have right here, okay? Travel Incentive Center. So let's say that the supplier couldn't match your client. Provide them with the quote that you have and offer a 3-day, 2-night getaway on top of that. They're gonna be sold, because nowhere out there will offer them that. Even if it's $100 off or so, that 3-day, 2-night costs us $1.75, but it's a $300 value, and you can let them know that so that they can use that when they come back from their vacation. That's a great way for you to utilize your tools and keep your clients if you can't get a price match, but most of the times you will, depending on the supplier, okay? That's how you go about conducting a price match. And when you go to the supplier's website, most of the times they have their own price match instructions. So you want to go there and you want to take a look at it, read it and understand it before you apply it, okay? And here are some more. United Vacations. during travel, post-travel, group department. Oh, this is a duplicate. Oops. Pardon me, guys. Southwest Vacation, here is their information. I know a lot of you guys use them. No need to contact IntelliTravel. They're actually in VAX, but I figured if I pull them here, it'll make it useful for you guys to actually use it. Blue Sky Tours, here's their information as well. They specialize in Hawaii, so if you have a group or you have a couple or anyone that is interested in Hawaii, I would recommend you go to Blue Sky Tours. They have awesome packages there for Hawaii. And all brands, VAX Support Technology, Agents Commissions Inquiry, I would say contact IntelliTravel for any kind of commissions inquiry that you may have. Agent Bonus Cash, this is where you would contact them, Mark Travel for VAX, about agent bonus cash that you may or may not receive. Please indicate your agency name and ARC number or agency account number and any reservations number that's being referenced to in the correspondence so that they can know exactly what it is that you're inquiring about, okay? So working with suppliers, as travel agents, I always say that we should know our preferred suppliers. You want to know your preferred suppliers because we have an advantage using them. We get higher commissions, bonus cash, like I just mentioned with you. We get better package choices because they're preferred. And additional amenities like Ensemble. We get additional amenities that other agents may not have access to because they don't have Ensemble. Or your clients will not have access to going on blah, blah, blah website online. So, you definitely want to get to know your suppliers, okay? Resolutions to any issues that clients may have or experiencing while they're on vacation. Our preferred suppliers will go above and beyond to make sure that our clients have the best experience ever. So you want to get to know your preferred suppliers, okay? And working with our preferred supplier, which is Ensemble, one of our preferred suppliers, our VIP exclusive partner, where we get a lot of perks and privileges with. They have over 26 preferred cruise line partners, guys. So this is why I always recommend that you go to Ensemble. When you're looking for a cruise, you want to go to Ensemble, and if you have the information, like you have the ship, the cruise line, maybe the dates, the itinerary, you can go into Ensemble and you can put that information in there so that you can see what specials that you can get for your clients, okay? Ensemble has a cruise program, the hosted program, the exclusive promotions program, and the group amenities I've shared with you guys with the 3 different icons that I've shared with you guys before when you go into Ensemble that you see. These are what they provide for us. So you want to go in there and you want to use it. Now, Ensemble, the hosted cruises, guys, let me just give you a breakdown really quick of it. Most of the hosted cruises are everything from premium to contemporary to specialty to niche and luxury and river cruises. So your clients are on a budget, please don't go to Ensemble, okay? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Your clients are on a budget, please don't go to Ensemble. I'm just saying, okay? I'm being honest with you guys. These are your travelers, your exclusive travelers who want the best of the best and the finest. You can find it here. They will spend the money and they will get their money's worth, okay? Holland America is highlighted here, and they have a cruise, a world cruise, and a grand voyage sailing. They also have additional choices for your clients to offer your clients with those. So you want to look into those, guys. These are ways that you increase your commissions. This is why I'm sharing these with you, okay? This is what I'm pursuing as well. So I'm sharing that with you to get, outside of the box. We're working outside the box here, right? So part of Ensemble hosted cruises, when you book with your clients with a hosted cruise sailing, you're able to offer them complimentary exclusive service such as the Ensemble hosted boards, hostess on board all the time exclusively to cater to your client's needs. Those Ensemble hosts, they're just there just for Ensemble clients, okay? They also get a private cocktail party, and they also get some private Ensemble shore excursions that the Ensemble host will take your clients to. And this is only when you go through Ensemble. So it's a very selective few so your clients feel very special and very elite. Okay? It only makes you look like the super travel agent that you are. So you definitely want to utilize those tools that we have. So part of working with groups, and I know we're probably getting a little late and I'm going a little longer, Oh, we're over 11 o'clock. Group travel is recommended for groups 16 or more travelers. Guys, I can't stress enough. Do anything. Like I always say, book every component of travel. But take some time to get into the groups. Take some time to get into cruises. Because that's, to me, in my opinion, that's where most of the money is, the big money. If you really want to make some serious income in your travel business, you want to get into groups, okay? This is where you really get to see the access that you're paying for. We pay that $59.99 every month, or whatever it is we pay every month. You want to make sure that you are utilizing the access that you have, okay? So booking this type of travel is common for weddings, school trips, sports teams, religious groups, family reunions, large weddings, large group vacations. It can be specialties. You can get creative with these large group vacations like I did, and just get them in there, okay? You have, and like I said, it doesn't have to always be cruises. It can be land vacations, but it's long as there are groups that you're working with, because, again, you're applying leverage, and instead of getting $180 commission, you're getting $1,800 commissions. So you want to definitely take that up a notch, okay? These are some of the VAC suppliers that can help you with your group booking: FunJet, Transglobal Tours, Universal Parks and Resorts and Vacations, okay? They can really help you enhance your groups that you're sending wherever you're sending them. And I know sometimes that the numbers can be a bit intimidating, but guys, our suppliers are here to help. So don't be scared to reach out to them. They may take a certain percentage, a little percentage of your commissions, not that much, because they're on the phone with you, helping you. If you can't seem to get on the computer and do it yourself, you have access to the tour operators that are very educated, and they will create a quote like that for you in a snap. And you can make, like I have a business partner, I was just on a team call. She just made $400 and something getting on the phone with a supplier. Within 15 minutes, she made $400 and something. You're at your corporate job. You're a specialty at your corporate job. You've been there for 25 years, and you don't make that kind of money in 15 minutes. No company's paying you that. Let's be real. But we have access to it by getting on the phone with our suppliers, and if we don't have access to a computer, letting them know what our clients want, having them create it and send it to us, and then we send it along to our clients, and we book them, and we get commissions. Okay, so utilize our suppliers. You also want to lock in your rates, okay? Pay attention to penalties and attrition dates, because you don't want to have to come out the pocket because you did not pay attention to those dates, okay? Keep up with the inventory for your group as well. Don't get too much of the supplier's inventory, then you can't sell it because you'll be penalized for it. Get as many as you go. Get increments of 3s or 4s, or 5s after you've got your allotted amount. Okay, you don't want to be penalized. You definitely don't. It'll affect your commissions and it'll turn you off from groups. But it's just little tips that you want to take the time to look at and pay attention to. And so, as travel agents with IntelliTravel, we can book anywhere. We don't necessarily have to stay in our IntelliTravel back office. We can book with suppliers directly. We can contact them. You say, hello, my name is Marcia Lashley. I'm an independent travel agent with IntelliTravel. I have a group that's going to blah, blah, blah on these dates. They love you, really love your brand. I always throw that in there because I always want the suppliers to know that I am an agent who is working to help bring revenue to their brand. So I like to say that. Another thing, too, the reason why I like to say that as well is because if there are any issues with my client when they're there, I reiterate, my client love your brand. They know that. I said that earlier. So it's just a little tactic that I use as an agent. But whatever you do, wherever you book your travel, don't forget to go into your back office and register your booking, because that's how you're going to get paid. The suppliers will send information to IntelliTravel, but most of the time they send it in the ledger. And if I just booked a group, and Karen just booked a group, and Lisa just booked a group at Marriott, and Marriott is sending IntelliTravel a huge check that's $50,000 to be split between the three of us, IntelliTravel is not going to know what portion you get. But if you register your booking, they'll know, oh, Karen gets $30,000 and Marcia gets $10,000, and they'll see that in the ledger. So it's important that you register your booking. Now, I would rather have a duplicate booking registered than to have none at all. Okay, so register your bookings. And if you do decide to increase your commissions, pay attention to most merchants. Like I said, when you call a supplier on the phone and ask them to do a quote for you, it will be, it's called a merchant fee, and it's usually between 2 and 4%. It's a markup, just like when you go to Skybird or Fairbuzz or the air consolidators and you want to increase your commissions, or vacation suppliers, because even Bax and Funja, they do it as well. If you in the commission field and you want to take your commissions up a little bit, there's going to be a 2 to 4% merchant fee that they will charge you for increasing your commissions. So pay attention to that as well. And then also, when you register your booking or when you're getting paid commissions with IntelliTravel, there is a $3 admin fee that is charged to each booking. This fee is deducted from the gross total, okay? And this is prior to them taking their 70-30 or 80-20 split. So you want to calculate your commissions accordingly, and this will eliminate, paying attention to these things will eliminate you getting on the phone or getting on chat and asking IntelliTravel about something that you could have already resolved yourself. So that's why I'm sharing it with you guys, okay? And I think this is pretty much wrapping up our training for tonight. Oh, mention it, Marriott, guys, agents, go into Marriott and get certified with Marriott, be a specialist. If you are already a specialist, go and get your continuing education, renew it. The access is great with Marriott. I'm just going to share briefly with agent rates for travel agents. When you go to travelagents.marriott.com, you enter your IATA number there. I didn't quite put it correctly because I know that this is on YouTube and I didn't want everyone in the world having access to our IATA number, so we leave it at that. But you know what the IATA number is. You go ahead, you put it in, and if you're looking for industry rates for yourself because you're traveling, you can go to Hotel Excellence. This is where you also go to register as a certified agent. But when you're looking for your fantastic rates, you want to also go to Hotel Excellence and access your rates there. But let's say that you're on Marriott agent rates and you're looking for just a regular agent rate because you just want to do a quick trip down the road. It's only going to be 2 days. You're going to head to the beach. You go into Marriott, you put in a search, you put in all the information, and you go into the corporate promo code and you put in T77. That will give you the agent industry rates. And as you can see here with the T77 code based on these dates here, this is what it yields. It yields $69 a night as opposed to $119 a night. That's the regular rate. So just to show you the impact of the industry rate when you use them, and it's based on availability. Guys, this is why we don't sell it as a tool because it's just based on availability, and sometimes it's not available. Peak season, I would highly recommend you as an agent, do not call any supplier and ask for industry rates. At peak season, this is when we should be in our element and we should be booking everyone to those suppliers, okay? Just a little inside tip. And so industry rates are non-commissionable and your ID is required. So I would suggest that you contact IntelliTravel and have them send you a verification letter anytime you're traveling. It's only good for 30 days, I believe, 30 or 60 days, because you have to be an active agent. And if you're not active, you're not going to get it. So whenever you're traveling and you're using industry rates, I would highly recommend that you contact IntelliTravel, and they're very good at sending it to you right away. And let them know that you would like to have a verification letter, and they'll send it to you, send it to your email for you so that you can provide it along with your CLIA card if you have it to show proof of ID to get your rates. If you don't have verification of your travel agentship, you'll have to pay full price, okay? So just keep that in mind. And again, this is how we access our, you want to sign in, when you go to Hotel Excellence, you want to go ahead and read, sign in and find out more about the frequently asked questions before you get started with them. With Hotel Excellence, guys, you will have to create a username and password when you're going to become a Marriott certified specialist. And most of the times you have to go and apply for your CLIA first, because what I'm hearing now is that Marriott does not accept our agency CLIA. They need yours to do your certification. So you want to make sure that you get your CLIA first before you apply for Marriott, okay? Just another tip. And so here are some resources for us travel agents. You know, we have Travel Weekly. They've been in business for over 50 years. Travel professionals rely on them. I know I do. There's education, there's research, there's information that need to continue to grow your business so you can have access to them. So I would recommend that you go to Travel Weekly and register for their newsletters and any updates and things that are going on with them. There's travel industry news, resources and tips, suppliers information, education like Travel Agent University, and agent incentives, of course. So you want to take some time to go check out Travel Weekly, and it's updated current information. You want to know what's going on in the industry so that when you have a conversation with your clients, you can look like that savvy, intelligent travel agent that you are. There's Travel Agent Central, there's Business Travel News, there's Recommend, Travel Pulse, again, Travel Agent University, where you can find awesome courses and complete and take and educate yourself. So I would recommend that you take some time to go in there. And then, of course, CLIA, and they have some upcoming events, guys. So look at these. Look at this, and if you're in any of these areas, I would highly recommend you take some time to go in there, register, and educate yourself on CLIA, because I'm telling you, cruising is it. Very, very big money is in cruising, so you want to take some time to learn that. So finally, I have agents that says, I don't know which supplier to use for a trip. My clients want to go this hotel and that hotel, and I have no idea. If your clients have an idea of where they want to go to Google. Start with Google. Let Google be your starting point. Google the hotel, wherever that hotel is, Google the hotel, and then check with a couple of suppliers to see which one have the better rates. Okay, because once you find out where the hotel is, then you can either call a suppliers or get on your computer, go to their booking engine and put that area in, and the property naturally will come up. Vax, GoGo, Vacation Express, MLT, My Apple. Create packages with each supplier to find the best rates and better commissions so that your client win and you win, okay? Go to the education tab and learn more about each suppliers and their products. And they also have, every supplier have a marketing tab, guys, that you can create a flyer, you can create a brochure, you can send your clients some information on certain destinations. So you want to take some time to go into the marketing section and take a look at it, educate yourself so that you can know what you can send to your clients. And so if you need help, you know, we are CEOs of our own business, and we should be able to run our business any given time of the day or night. Okay, so if you know where to go when you need help with certain things, you wouldn't have to wait for IntelliTravel to be open so that you can call them or get on chat live. You can actually access the information. All your answers are already answered in your travel agent manual. Take some time to go in there and take a look at it. You can watch the featured webinars on IntelliTravel tutorials. So any webinars that you may have missed, you go into IntelliTutorials and you can pull them there. You can attend the weekly webinars, okay? There's live chat available Monday through Sunday. Actually, that's changed. It's actually now 8 to 4, not 6 to 6. It's 8 to 4. And then you can also search IntelliTravel Knowledge Base. Guys, IntelliTravel's Knowledge Base is our Google and Yahoo, or whatever it is that we use as our search engine. So anything that you need to know about travel or about IntelliTravel, you want to go to Knowledge Base and take a look. And of course, you want to complete your IntelliTravel University and graduate. But if you don't, if you need to have access to someone live, you can use the agent support desk. And here's the information listed here. You can take a screenshot, a picture of it, but you guys should already have it in your welcome email that you received when you first got started with IntelliTravel. Okay? So I don't want anyone to feel stuck, because you have more than enough access to more than enough suppliers and information to become successful. So I want to thank you for taking the time to educate yourself for success in your travel business. The more value and expertise you can bring to your table, the more clients will appreciate and trust you. So go and spread your wings and make success of your travel business. Now, I'm going to open the lines briefly for Q&A, and then well, it's kind of late, so let's see what you guys are working with on the Q&A standpoint. Do you guys have any questions? Any questions, any concerns? Guys, questions? Oh, I have chats. No questions, guys? Okay. Let's see here. Let's go to our browsers. Let's go do I had so many things pulled up here, guys. Are you guys ready? And when my computer shut down, oh, I have questions. Rashonda, welcome. You're on.
Hi, how are you?
Super fantastic. How are you?
I'm great. Actually, this is my first day.
Well, welcome.
Very new.
Very new. So was this helpful for you? Did I go too fast? I'm a fast talker.
Very helpful.
Great.
I still have a lot that I need to look over as
Absolutely.
far as starting and branding myself.
Absolutely.
I think that's the first part. And finding my niche.
Hey, well, you have a ways to go to find your niche. I would say take some time to educate yourself, dive into the education, and as you're diving into the education, you'll find your niche. I promise you.
Okay.
Yeah, you will find your niche as you dive into the education, because then you'll find something that'll make you go, oh my gosh, I never knew. Oh my gosh, I think this is it for me. Like, you know, you may go into a supplier that caters to river cruising, and all of a sudden you know nothing about river cruising, but by the time you're finished with that course, you're like, I know a group of people that I'm going to take on a river cruise right now, and you reach out to them and you get great feedback, and then all of a sudden now you did this one river cruise and everybody that you know wants you to do a river cruise with them. So now it seems like your niche is river cruise for now, because you're focusing on it, and then you become a specialist on it because you just spent a lot of time investing education in it. And of course, when we apply the education that we've learned, then we become that expert in it. And it may seem like that's your niche for now, but that's just something that you just fell in love with, another component of travel that you fell in love with, and you're being successful at it. This is what travel does. It's a very sexy, beautiful industry that makes you fall in love with all the different components of it. And this is why it's hard for me to really anchor down and find a niche. And this is why I know I sound confusing, especially to you new agents, when I say learn every aspect of travel. Learn air. Learn group air. We have air consolidators that if you have a group of 10 or more people that are leaving out of the same origin, like let's say they're all leaving out of Atlanta or New York or LA, and they're going to Jamaica or wherever they're going, you can get a group contract for them with our air consolidators where you'll be able to pay a deposit and then pay monthly. Even Avanti is another supplier. They're in our back office. They just sent an email yesterday, I believe, or today, sharing that they now are doing deposits on air. So that's another great way for you to get in touch with, you know, get the groups going where you can do the air separately, and then you can do their hotel or their cruise or whatever it is, but you can get them into a group rate where you'll be able to save them money, and then they can pay monthly on their air. So we have so many different components of travel that you can really get into that'll help you, you know.
Okay.
So you have any other questions? Or did I
not
answer
right now? You answered my question.
Great.
I think I'll have more once I go in and play around with everything.
Absolutely. And then you can also go to my YouTube channel. I have recordings from last year. They're all different. No two are the same. I may sound repetitive on certain things. That's because it's something very important that you need to pay attention to, like compliance, like education. You know, those are things that I'll always reiterate because they're very important. But, you know, go in there, take a look. I have so many different aspects of travel that I shared with you guys that you can go back at your leisure and pull it and educate yourself. Again, I want you guys all to feel like the CEO that you are of your business, so you must have access to everything at any given time. Okay?
Okay.
Cool beans. Okay, who's next? Venice, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to clear you. Get back in there if you have any questions. Pardon me, I didn't mean to clear you out of there. If you can get back in there, I'll answer your questions for you. And if anyone else have any other questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Oh, I have some messages here in my work, but I do have a question. Diving into education, where do you feel a new person should begin? With education, I think that a new person should begin with IntelliTravel University, because first you want to start at home and then venture out. With IntelliTravel University, you'll really have an idea of your travel business, of your back office, how to handle suppliers, what we have access to. You'll learn about compliance, which is very, very, very important, guys. You must take some time to go over compliance. Watch the compliance video, especially new agents. It will really give you a better understanding of your language as well when you're speaking with suppliers and when you're speaking with your clients. You're a travel agent, not a travel rep, okay? Or you're not a Planet agent, you're a Planet rep. So you want to make sure that you have the compliance down packed as well. So I would say start with IntelliTravel and then go to our suppliers course, because our suppliers course, again, like I mentioned before, our preferred suppliers, they will go over the mountain and over the hills for our clients, for us, because we're using them. We have access to them. We get better commissions with them. So they'll go to work for us. So learn their product first, their preferred supplier, so they will give no limit to education, because the more educated we are as agents, the better we can sell their products, right? So you want to definitely go there as a new agent, start with IntelliTravel, and then go into the suppliers course. And then that should give you an understanding of your travel business, okay? I hope that I answered that for you. And then another one is, I have a question. When booking a vacation home, what is a good website? Vacation homes, if you go to VRBO, they pay commissions to travel agents. Now, keep in mind that VRBO and Airbnb and all of these vacation home places, initially they were designed to help the homeowner put their property out to make extra money on vacationers who don't want to do the FIT. They want to do something totally different. So most of them may not pay commissions, but there are many of them that do pay commissions. What I would recommend you do is, when you go on VRBO and you find a property, you there's always a message down below on the left, on the right-hand side, where you can send an email to contact the person that is in charge of that particular property, and that's when you ask them if they accept our agency identifiers. You want to ask them that first, because if they say yes, then more than likely it's going to be commissionable. And if they say no, then you move on. You don't even have to ask if they pay commissions, because if they don't accept your agency identifiers, then more than likely you won't be paid commissions. So that's a great way to not get so upfront with the commission thing. So you accept our agency identifiers, and it'll ask you for it. You give it to them, the 105-48020, the IATA or the ARC number, and then they'll let you know, yes, we pay 10% commissions. They'll let you know 50% deposit due certain date. They'll let you know everything. And then you can use that person as a contact for whenever you want a property with VRBO or wherever supplier it is. You can email them, and they'll be happy to help you. So that's how I've established a relationship with the reps there. Okay, I hope that helps. My YouTube channel is OTM, O as in Oscar, T as in Tom, M as in Mary, Travel Services with plural, with the S on the end of services, and that's in YouTube. And you just go and you subscribe so that whenever I upload these videos, you'll be notified and you'll have access to it, okay? Yeah, some places, some suppliers, like I said, some properties on VRBO, they don't pay commissions. But let me pull up this one real quick. Let me see if I can find it real quick and tell you what it is. They are vacation destinations, suppliers, vacation rentals. VRBO has a sister company, and it is called, one second, let me pull it up here because I'm having a brain fart moment, I think. VRBO has a sister company, and it's called, they have a really nice luxury line, too, that I like. Okay, they have the luxury home away from home. Can you guys see this? Let me see if I can share this with you guys. Yeah, I can. So this is also VRBO as well, luxury rentals from home away from home. And how did I find that? I went to VRBO right here. Can you guys still see that? Let me see if I can tag that in there. Good. Yeah, so I went to VRBO, and then I scrolled all the way down to the bottom where I found luxury home, and these are all the different links that are affiliated with VRBO. And so they have a really good list of properties that they will help, that pays commissions. Let's see here. I have another. Vacation rentals. There's also Villa Direct in Orlando as well that's really good. I can't believe I didn't I did save that property. I'm not sure where they are right now, but they are great. I booked with them for properties, and I got 10% commissions from them, and that's why I really like them. But they're all affiliated with VRBO and Home Away and Luxury Homes, and they're all sister companies. So you can go from one to the other, and if one doesn't have a property that pays commissions, I'm pretty sure that the others will as well. Yeah, Home Away. And there's actually another one. Let's see here. Vacation rentals. Villas of Distinction, guys. Villas of Distinction. Let's see. Let's pull them up. Let me see if you guys can see. Yep. Villas of Distinction. This is another one right here that are really good. You can send them an email as well, and ask if they accept our agency identifiers. As you see, travel agents right here in the bottom. So this is a great one for you guys to use as well. Okay. Click on travel agents, and do you want to expand your market and increase your sales? Villas of Distinction represents an extensive portfolio of villa rentals with thousands of luxury properties in over 50 destinations worldwide. From one-bedroom penthouses to 42-bedroom estates, our villa rentals fit a wide variety of our clients and occasions. When you add these villa rentals to your inventory of property, your agency becomes a better profit center and a more interesting place for your clients to visit. We help you expand your market, we get you contacts, and you get sales. So they actually do pay travel agents commissions, so you guys may want to try them, okay? Villas of Distinction, to get your clients the properties that they're looking for, okay? I hope this helps, Joanna. Okay? Guys have any other questions? I like when you guys have questions. Keep the questions coming. Uh-oh. What did I do? Oh, here you guys are. Hi, Dorian. Dorian is awesome. Dorian gave me a great idea. the whole Cuba images and stuff, that's all Dorian's idea. It's so awesome. What would we do without Dorian, right? So, any questions? Oh, I got questions. I like questions. You're very welcome. And if you guys don't have any more, I don't want to keep you guys, I don't try to keep you guys long, but, you know, the information is here, and I want to share it with you guys so that you guys can be successful. And look, we have very brand new travel agents that came on today. So this is very important to help you get started on the right track. And whoever invited you to this training, they have access to me. If you have any questions and you need my help, you can send an email or send me a text. I homeschool my son during the day, but after 3, I'll be happy to talk to you and answer any questions that you may have between 3 and 5, because then when the hubby comes home, it's like, so I try to answer as many questions between 3 and 5 for agents. So, you know, feel free to reach out to me, and I'll be happy to help you as much as I can. I have a lot of reps who don't know how to see your presentation. Can you explain? Okay. So what you want to do is you want to go to freeconferencecall.com, and then you want to add the online meeting ID that when you were invited, you were given an online meeting ID. And I don't want to give it because these calls are on YouTube, and you only have access to my training when you become a travel agent, to the live training, so that we can go through these Q&As. So I only want, you know, travel agents on the live training. So when you are invited, you will be given an online meeting ID. You just put that in when you go to freeconferencecall.com, and then you'll have access to the screen, and you'll be able to see everything that I'm sharing on the screen. You don't have to do just the phone call, okay, the verbal. And then, of course, you know, you don't have to share your camera with me. I don't have to see you, but as long as you, you know, you get you put the online meeting ID, you should be able to see my screen as opposed to just hearing me on the phone. Okay? I hope that helped. You're very welcome. Thank you guys for joining me. You guys show interest that you want to become successful in your travel business and you want to learn. And so that's what this platform is for. So you guys have questions, I feel free to ask it so that I can help answer it. Other agents are listening. You have very new agents are listening. So when you ask questions, those agents get to hear, and their questions are answered without them even asking it. So it's a great way to help each other learn and become successful in our travel business, okay? Okay, well, I won't keep you guys any longer. I'll keep you guys some more. If you guys don't have any questions, next week we'll take it another step. I'll do some more hands-on. I'll go into the websites and show you guys some things that you guys should do. But we're going on 2 hours now, so I want to let you guys go. You have 9 to 5 that you have to get on, and I have a bed to go to. So I thank you guys again for joining, and look forward to seeing you guys next week. Hopefully I'll be able to make it a little bit more fun for you guys. So thank you for joining, and I'll see you guys next week. Take care. Any other questions? Oh, questions. Wait a minute. Oh, you're welcome. You're very welcome. No questions. You're very welcome. Let me stop the recording.